Hello, I am Jennifer Rogers Brown and I am the President of the Board of Rural and Migrant Ministry. It is my sincere pleasure to introduce our next awardees, Mary Beth Guyther, ClaireDeRoche, and the Long Island Unitarian Universalist congregations. They have all been longtime supporters of rural and migrant ministry and farm workers on Long Island. It was at an event at the UU Fellowship of Huntington that even I learned about RMM and the plight of farm workers in New York State. That moment changed my life and got me invested in farm worker rights. I feel honored to know Mary Beth and Claire. They are true social justice leaders. ClaireDeRoche is the social justice coordinator for the UU congregation at Shelter Rock. Claire and the UU congregation at Shelter Rock welcomed weary marchers in RMM's march from Smithtown to Albany in support of the Farm Worker Fair Labor Practices Act. She herself has stood with the workers on numerous occasions on legislative visits, hearings, marches, and vigils. Mary Beth Guyther is a longtime social justice advocate and nonprofit professional. She has been an amazing leader as the coordinator for the Long Island Social Justice Roundtable at LIAC. Mary Beth was among the first to welcome RMM through her capacity as a program officer for the Long Island Community Foundation. It is through the outreach efforts of the Long Island UUs and the stewardship of Claire and Mary Beth that RMM was able to fund and build support for farm workers on the east end of Long Island, leading to the Amanla Worker Education Center in Riverhead. I want to express my sincere gratitude to all of them for their support. Friends, and now our 2020 Cultivating Justice Award winners, ClaireDeRoche and Mary Beth Guyther, and the Long Island Universalist congregations.
I want to thank Rural and Migrant Ministry for this honor and say how humbled I am to be in such great company. RMM has been such a wonderful partner with our UU congregations all across Long Island. It's a great fit. RMM truly exemplifies the first principle of our UU faith, the worth and dignity of every person, by fighting for farm worker rights. And they're movement builders, committed to this work for the long haul. They've been building this movement and building community on Long Island for many years now. And they organized folks to walk from Long Island to Albany for farm worker rights a few years back, staying in our UU congregations along the way. And this summer they did a car caravan to thank our essential grocery workers. They've created a worker center in Riverhead, which is a place for services and leadership development. RMM shows up for others, being good partners in the fight for social justice, and always trying to be intersectional in their approach, acknowledging the struggles of other oppressed groups and being allies in their struggles. We were asked to provide a message of hope, and when I thought about this, it was clear. The staff of RMM gives me hope. They're role models for all of us. Their organizers, Nathan previously and now Angel, have worked tirelessly for justice and worked closely with our congregations. They've shared their stories, spoken at services, broken bread with us, marched with us. They've gotten clergy to organize and fill a courtroom to get a young man out of immigrant detention so he could be with his brother on Long Island. They've shared their personal stories of dealing with DACA, separation from family, providing a role model to all the young dreamers. They've run rallies, serenaded us with inspiring songs, lifted up their colleagues, and spoken truth to power. They've helped make the Farm Worker Fair Labor Practices Act law, bringing better conditions for all farm workers. Sometimes these days, there doesn't seem like there's much to hope for. But seeing Nathan and Angel and their work, the work of RMM, they are the change we wish to see in the world. And they make me believe a better future is possible. Thank you, Rural and Migrant Ministry.
Hello. Thank you for being here tonight to celebrate the important work of Rural and Migrant Ministry. I am both grateful and humbled to be part of this program. I'd like to share with you how the UU congregation at Shelter Rock became involved with RMM. I had just started working at Shelter Rock when I got a call from Nathan Berger. He asked if Reverend Richard Witt and he could meet me and talk about their organization. I immediately said yes, because part of my job was to get to know the people and organizations working for justice on Long Island. Because of that meeting, our members were able to advocate for the New York State Farm Workers Fair Labor Practices Act, host farm workers on their march to Albany, prepare a meal for the children attending summer camp at the Farm Workers Center in Riverhead, and donate a COVID relief grant to RMM. Rural and Migrant Ministry has allowed our congregation to support essential workers that many of us had never met before. Once we got to know them, we knew that we would never forget them. Thank you, Rural and Migrant Ministry. We wish you continued success as you bring the life-saving message of justice to farm workers on Long Island and to those in rural areas across the state.
Woke. To be aware. Aware of all things that may be unfair. Closing your eyes doesn't force something to vanish from the earth. As you see darkness, there continues to be injustices that are brought to the light. From the beginning, we are taught to help someone up when they fall, to lend a helping hand. From the beginning, we are taught, treat others the way you want to be treated. Those mistreated end up feeling defeated. Know their names, walk with the fist held high, with that sign in your hand, hold it tight. Realize when things are unfair. Recognize the things going on around you in this very world. So let's make a difference, because we are in this. We are in this together, and the change we will make will be forever. We are all on the same team. Take a step together. Closer to our goal, we'll be looking in the distance to see all the places that we've dreamed of long ago. As we stand together, we must remind ourselves that we have the power to change the world. One morning, we will hear the birds sing their song together. One morning, we will wake up and sing the same song in perfect harmony. We all deserve equal opportunity to succeed. We should all have an equal chance to be what we want to be. The world we live in is in need of a repair. Thankfully, the world comes with built-in mechanics that can assist. Those mechanics are the future. We are the helping hands of now and forever. The future is in our hands, so take a stand. Wake up, stand up, and speak up.
Cambia lo superficial, cambia también lo profundo, cambia el modo de pensar, cambia todo en este mundo, cambia el clima con los años, cambia el pastor su rebaño, y así como todo cambia, que yo cambie no es extraño. sol en su carrera. Cuando la noche subsiste, cambia la planta y se viste de verde la primavera. Cambia el pelaje la fiera, cambia el cabello el anciano, y así como todo cambia, que yo cambie no es extraño. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Pero no cambia mi amor, por más lejos que me encuentre, ni el recuerdo ni el dolor de mi pueblo y de mi gente. Y lo que cambió ayer tendrá que cambiar mañana, así como cambio yo en estas tierras lejanas. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia.
Thank you for joining us this evening and supporting Rural Migrant Ministry and its programs.
This concludes the final section of our Cultivating Justice program. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to preview our silent auction below.